We're here in Kuwait at the International Energy Forum, the 13th ministerial meeting, and the next meeting will be held in Moscow in 2014, 2 years from now. And we're very, very lucky to be joined by the State Secretary, Deputy Minister for Energy, Mr. Yuri Senchurin. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. Now, just a quick look back on this meeting. How important was this gathering here of the producers and the consumers for you?
You see, that was the 13th ministerial meeting of the International Energy Forum. It means that there's the objective necessity for energy leaders to meet each other together and to discuss the items of mutual concern. And the number of such meetings proves that's for sure. And that's why there was the unanimous decision that there should be a next meeting in Moscow, the 14th one. I can say that right now leaders identified the diseases and the main problems facing us. That is volatility in prices, that is some going down, going up about those prices, the acute, using the computer terms, online information. The information is the basis, the foundation, the proper policy elaborated by the national governments. Relying upon such informatic basis, we could work out the adequate policy, I can say, quite adequate to the society demand.
Now, of course, this brings together the OPEC members, the consumers, the producers, and, of course, the emerging markets and the non-OPEC members, and you being probably the biggest non-OPEC member out there. Did you have some good constructive dialogue with your colleagues here during the meeting?
Yes, I think so. For example, I had the meeting with the OPEC General Secretary, Mr. Al-Badri, and he confirmed that he is waiting for the coming of our energy leaders, I mean high-ranking authorities, in summer this year in order to discuss some our concerns or some items of our relationship, OPEC and non-OPEC countries, such a huge country as Russia, oil producer country. So we understand right now that we are facing the same problems, OPEC and not OPEC countries, and we should coordinate at least our efforts. But before coordination, that is on the preliminary stage, we should exchange the information. That is the deal.
Talking about information, we look at the JODI initiative, the Joint Organization Data Initiative. Do you find this very useful to you when you're looking at your energy policy, energy projections, and looking at the data you need to use practically?
So we can see that the JODI information is quite useful and fruitful for us. More of that, we think that JODI information should spread and should include not only oil information, but also gas information and some other energy sector information. So we supported totally the JODI's initiative, and we understressed this conclusion at our speeches at the conference.
And just one last question. We'll all be getting ready to go to Moscow in 2 years' time. So just to give us a feel for how important it is for Moscow to hold this meeting and maybe what we can expect. I know it's a bit premature yet, but let us know what you think.
For us, it's of great importance. More of that, I can say that recently Russia has won an honor to receive a few international events. For example, you know that Winter Olympic Games will host in 2 years, and football championship. Speaking about oil and gas, I can say that it's also our national wellness, and due to that we think that it's a high time for Russia to be a host for such event as an International Energy Conference and ministerial meeting.
So you're putting an invitation out there to everybody while we're talking about it. You may as well.
So we invite again all who are concerned about the oil, gas, energy issues coming to Moscow in 2 years to participate in the conference and in the events around the conference, because conference it's a core, and there are also a huge amount of cultural and informatic events around the conference. So everybody who comes to Moscow in 2 years will find the comfortable atmosphere and the interesting things.